Hello guys, Death Trooper with you here again, casting another game suggested by my good friend here, Khono. So again, I have not watched this and I do not know the results. So we have here a red Terran player called Best Nightmare, an ammo blue Terran player, Khono, spawned this time as Purple Zerg. I mentioned in the last video, if you didn't happen to watch that Khono plays random. And Pugnacious spawning as Blue Zerg. I would assume he is Zerg, but I cannot just say that for sure. He might play random, I don't know. But it appears Khono and Pugnacious are friends and probably are in a party together, but have random partners, is what it's looking like. So it seems Khono and Pugnacious are up to their dirty business again, and it looks like they have very similar spawning pool placements here. Let's have a look at what the enemies are doing. We have Demented, a yellow Terran. I like that name, that's kind of funny. Signet, that's also a good name. Orange Protoss. We have Crazy with an I. Ooh, he thinks he's creative. That name I don't like. Green Terran over here, running away with his SCV, and not going to be putting the barracks right here. Barracks over here. But yep, severely late. 190 minerals, way too late. 50 minerals over, way slow on the barracks. Fail. And we have Jude, pink Protoss. Chrono boosting probes and getting gas. Not going to be prepared for a rush. Forging. Wow. No gateway, opting for the forge. Is he going to be cannon rushing? I do not see any pink probes around the map. Maybe he's turtling like a noob, playing solo style and gonna throw down cannons on his own. And lings are already out for Khono. And do we have the same for Pugnacious? Yes, we do. 6 lings for Pugnacious and 6 lings for Khono. Streaming across the map, not sure where they're going. Probably somewheres around here. Maybe to this player. This guy just has his idle SCV doing nothing. Oh, and he's thrown down a factory. Holy moly. I must not have noticed. He probably got that gas before the barracks. I don't even know. I'm not going to rewind because that's really not worth seeing. He might have had enough gas just to make that factory. But anyway, teching up without scouting in a 4v4 is likely to be a Jeej fest right there. You pretty much need to defend against a rush or rush yourself almost every game. That's my opinion. As playing a lot of 4v4s, I've learned that pretty much whoever rushes and succeeds usually wins. So anyway, Demented here, canceling whatever he was just making. I apologize, I missed that. Looks like 2 barracks maybe, I don't know, maybe a factory and something else. Anyway, both of those are cancelled. He's fully lifting off and flying away, probably to the island. Yes, he is, but because he has the orbital command, he cannot take any SCVs with him. At least he has 1 barracks, but he's pretty much out of the game. Goodbye, Demented. Now Khono is pinging down here. Go for Signet. That's where they're probably going to go next, I would imagine. No, I guess not. I'm just crazy. They are going up here. Open up, please, green. And he does. That's absolutely hilarious that they listened yet again. 2 games in a row. They open up and let the lings in. Pugnacious is laughing. Now I see why Khono wanted me to cast these 2 games, because that's absolutely hilarious. Asking the opponent to open up, and they do, and it works. And he actually didn't even have time to put anything in his bunker. That's absolutely raunchy and dirty. That's hilarious. That's a dirty girl right there. And now I fully see why he wanted me to cast these games. So pretty much noob lesson 101 for the day here, guys. If your enemy asks you to open up your wall, do not open up your wall. That's pretty much as that goes. If your allies want to, and you're unsure of who your ally is, just give control to your team and let them do it themselves. That's all I can say to that. Anyway, Khono is coming in here and just gonna win. Just this original amount of Zerglings is gonna win the game, and just Pugnacious and Khono again are pretty much gonna 2v4 these jokers, it looks like. I'm not sure if this is maybe qualifiers for Khono and Pugnacious. It probably is, because the level of play seen here is definitely not good whatsoever, and it's kind of funny and a lol fest if you ask me. Let's just have a look at some APM. Khono with the dirty APM. I like it. He's a dirty girl like that. and sneaking up in here. And this guy did fully cannon himself. Look at that. But he did not fully wall, so well, those lings probably wouldn't have been able to get into there without dying anyway, but even if just a couple slip by, that could spell trouble for Jew, so I don't recommend doing this strategy if you're new to Starcraft. Do not cannon up like a noob, do not leave your teammates defenseless, and do not be a noob. That's all I can say about that. I guess Jew's trying to keep this guy alive, but this guy's out of the game. I mean, he's got like 3 SCVs and 3 guys mining gas. Does he really need the gas? No, he needs to get all of his guys on minerals. But I guess because he has 1,000 unspent minerals and he's horrible at this game and not building marines or hellions or anything that costs minerals, that just really shows the level of play. And oh, actually opting for the Banshee. So let's see if he even builds another one. He now officially has enough gas and minerals, and he's not even building another one, and he's not even using this one. Trash noob. Goodbye, crazy. And it looks like finally the teammates of Khono and Pugnacious are finally doing something. They actually have a pretty sizable force here, and that can pretty much end the game right now if they attack. Khono just streaming in more lings, and gonna maybe just have a look around. Not sure what he knows, if he's seen the cannons here or not. He has not, so he's just moving in here to try and finish off Signet, I suppose. He did get a zealot there, so that was worth it. And now attacking that cannon. He actually gets the cannon, and I don't know if that guy cancelled the cannon or if he got it in time. He might have cancelled it. It kind of exploded like a cancel, but maybe it's the same animation. I don't know. I don't play Protoss, so I'm not super familiar with the animations of canceling cannons. Anyway, here comes the teammates, ammo, and Best Nightmare just coming in to clean up whatever's left. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be the game right here. Khono getting the Overseer, layering up, double hatch. Spore Crawler's not going to be caught with his pants down. Definitely some good play, expanding over here. Pugnacious already with his expansion. Spore Crawlers, I like this play here. Spire opting to get mutas, obviously. Mutaling, very powerful. And we have here just basic teammates. At least they knew to expand. Even this guy expanded over here, double expanding actually. That's kind of interesting. But I guess he has nothing to show for it. You can see 3 barracks compared to 6 barracks, a factory, and a starport. So that's about the difference there. Anyway, this team just cleaned up these little bunch of cannons here. They're pushing in against this bunker. If your total livelihood depends on the defense of one bunker, you might want to repair that bunker. But apparently he doesn't want to. Apparently he did end up spending a lot of his money, though. I don't know on what. Doesn't look like he's made anything happen for him. He's had quite a lot of time to rebuild, and now he's lifting off and flying away. Just losing a Banshee there that did nothing, and he's about to lose all of his SCVs. Opting to attack with them, not a very good idea. And he actually is gonna... Oh, ho, ho, ho. The Marauder escapes with 6 health, and just lives. But they did kill one Marauder. You can see his blood here. So I guess the SCV last minute attack saved his life. Killed the guy. And this guy, Demented, actually built up quite nice after flying away and having to start back from nothing. And he's not even mining, but it doesn't even matter. There's a whole bunch of mutas here just destroying them. If you're going to go to an island, pro tip, you should probably build a lot of turrets all around the island if you don't want this to happen to you. He could have easily spent 600 minerals on 6 turrets, 7 turrets around the perimeter. He could have opted not to get a fusion core and go 1 base BC and built some turrets. Instead, he got absolutely pwned by Pugnacious. And that's how that happens when you suck. So, pretty much, maybe I'm being a little mean here. Maybe that's a little bit of a harsh reality for these noobs, but I don't really know them. I don't really care, so yeah, I'm just going to say it as I see it. Demented, pretty horrible. not gonna lie. And Pugnacious just cleaning this up. Perhaps if he had to use some of those scans on his orbital here, he might have seen the Spire, might have built a Thor or some turrets instead of going for one base BC. And now the other team still just lollygagging. Look at this guy totally cannoning up. Another pro tip. Wow, and going for Colossi with zero support. As you can see, Colossi by themselves will even get drained by the units that they actually counter. So you need Zealots or Stalkers or some kind of meat in front of the Colossi, or that's going to happen to them. Also, if you're going to cannon up like this, I highly recommend you get more than one pylon. If they destroy this one pylon, all of these cannons here become deactivated. So pretty much that's a whole bunch of bad right there. Oh, and Pugnacious. And this is another weakness to cannoning your front, is when an Overlord comes over here and does the dirt. This one right in the back. Yeah, those Colossus aren't going to do much against those Zerglings. Actually, they just held it off, but here the muta's end. It's over. Goodbye. Demented has left the game. Pugnacious has a dirty amount of mutas combined with Khono's mutas too. That's going to be game. So hopefully this noob just leaves and then I can stop talking. And that's pretty much that. Hope you guys enjoyed.